So, I guess we are gonna talk about my 1 year jiu-jitsu lifestyle of what I learned in jiu-jitsu for a year. And in fact, when I signed up, well, not only do I have everyone's name that I rolled with on my belt, not that I do gi, but I'm sure there's more people. I just have not, had my marker or belt with me. But anyways, not today. It's a couple days late, but 09/21/2023 when I signed up for, or when I start jiu-jitsu. My experience as of jiu-jitsu, number one, it is very complicated at first. So I would say first 3 months, it was so challenging, especially when they were showing like certain moves or certain things we were drilling. I was watching and I was like, damn, like what is going on? I have no idea. Especially on the first time when they brought me in and they're like, all right, Tango, get on a mount. And I was like, yo, this has to be the gayest shit I've ever done. Like, and even when I got on top of that dude, like I felt so uncomfortable. And even like a couple like months later, when we talked about the same topic, he was like, yeah, you did feel like a little weird about it, which I mean, I was, it's kind of like whatever. But after 3 months, you think you learn something, but you don't really do. It's like you don't really learn shit. Like you did learn something, but the same time, like you're just like, I don't know anything. And now that I think about it, I mean, obviously, like a year. To be fair, I only train like once a week, and most of the times, I can really go once a week just because it's either I hurt myself or I'm really sore from working out, which kind of like messes up the whole system. But I do try to go once a week, or at least maybe twice, hopefully twice a week, but usually once a week. And that's on like every Sundays. One of the coolest thing was doing a competition when I did the first competition and getting the first place. I mean, it was hard in a sense of like you get tired of 5 rounds, but it was cool just to see what level I was. And there's a video I uploaded. It's not a great video because my editing skills were not as good, especially the sound, but it's something. I would say a lot better than I was in that video. But yeah, as of like the belt ranking system, whatever, I know there are some people they care about getting promoted and stuff. Me personally, I don't really care. I don't care if I'm gonna be white belt for the next 5-10 years or whatever. It doesn't represent me. Especially I do no-gi anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like it's not shown. And yeah, for me, what's important is actually learning the skill and getting better every time going to the class. Now, there were times where I didn't. Like there were times where like I was going back on my scooter and I was just thinking like smoking a cigarette. I was like, damn, like I really suck. Like when you get molded and smashed around by other people and you're like, damn, like I can't even do certain moves that I want to do. But then you have like a couple good days and you feel good about yourself, but it's okay. It's all about the mindset. But I did 2 competitions actually. The first one I was more like motivated and I didn't really care whether I was gonna win or not. Maybe that's why I won every single one of them. But on my second one, when I showed up late and I just did like quick 2-minute warm up and they were like, all right, you win. And I was so bored. At least they didn't score points on me and I lost 2 on decisions. But it was one of those days where like I just didn't want to roll. Like after my first roll, I was like, all right, I want to go home. But it's whatever. It doesn't really affect me in any way whatsoever. So I'm just okay with that fact that I got third place and losing 2 by decision. Okay, now going and talking about how I personally improved. I mean, I'm sure you have to improve, right? Um, I tried what worked for me was if I concentrate on certain thing and keep drilling same thing for some time, and once I kind of get good at that, maybe I can switch it up. Especially what I learned from the competition is, especially white belts, everyone wants to like attack you like from the starting, like they want to take you down, and everyone wants to be on top, like no one really wants to be on the bottom. So the best thing, that's what my coach told me also, is really concentrate on the guard game first, and once you get at that, I mean, then sure, I mean, attacking, you can just go ahead and do that afterwards. But once you get really comfortable being on the ground and in a shitty position, and you learn to like sweep and move them around and just kind of being in control, it's a lot better, and you can just waste their energy and control the match for 5 minutes or so, whatever the industry you're competing in, which I did grappling industries. Like for example, if I'm like really liking certain move, or I've been practicing like active pussy guard, I keep, because there's like the different movements that you can do, like sweep or certain things. I will drill over and over, or like if I'm rolling with someone, like I try to get into positions where like I can get into octopus guard. So it's one of those things that really helped me. Now, number one thing, I mean, even when I started doing jiu-jitsu at first, it was very dismotivated in a way of like there were other white belts, but they were quitting, and it was only me after, and everyone else was like already like lowest experience was like 2 years, and they were all blue belts. I mean, obviously all the way brown to black, whatever, but I was the only white belt, and it gets dismotivated in a sense of like you want to quit. But if you're the type of person that like you don't give up as easy, in a sense of like you want to learn and you just can't accept the defeat, I think you're going to be okay as of continuing your journey in anything really. It doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu, but like in anything really. If you don't give up, if you start working out, and like yeah, it's hard, everything is hard first, but if you don't give up to the fact that hey, I want to learn and I want to continue, not only in jiu-jitsu but everything else, you'll be great. So as of right now, when it comes to injuries, I experienced a couple injuries. At the beginning it was my toes, and now unfortunately my left knee really hurts, and it's been hurting for 3 weeks now. If I move around I'm okay, but like if I sit down and there's certain, like if I bend them in a certain way, like it really hurts, and I'm kind of worried. And funny thing is, 2 weeks last week, on my scooter I busted my ass and I fell on that knee. So that's the unfortunate part. But hey, if I get better and if I can get back on training, because I haven't trained for 3 weeks, I will compete again and I'll make a video if I get better, obviously, because I haven't been training. But other than that, I don't know if I missed anything. I wish I didn't. I'm sure there's more things to talk about. I just sat here and just wanted to make like a 1-year video just for me or whoever is gonna watch this. And I mean, if anyone has any questions or so, go ahead and leave them in the comments, whatever. But I think continuing the sport and actually learning it is so interesting to me, and it just makes life so much better, and you actually feel a lot more confident that obviously I'm not a pro and I'm not like a like a killer experience or whatever, but you still feel like, sure, I work out and I'm 6'3", over 200 pounds, but when you have a little bit of like martial arts, like such as jiu-jitsu, you feel a lot more comfortable in the streets. Like you're safe, you feel okay. But anyways, I hope I didn't really miss anything else. maybe, but hopefully I'll make the same video, I won't forget, next year and after next year. And this will be funny watching this video from 5 years from now or even 10 years from now, you know, if I constantly continue my journey. Oh, one thing is, I do want to like record more on jiu-jitsu, like rolling and stuff. I just feel like I'm okay to film myself, but like I feel a little bit of uncomfortable just to like put my phone up there and start recording, because you know not everyone wants to be on the camera, and I feel like once people see the camera they kind of behave differently, some people. But yeah, I really want to track my record as of like, you know, I never did track my pictures or anything when I started working out when I was 16, and I regret it right now because I don't really know what it really looked like. But I don't want to make the same mistake with jiu-jitsu. I know for a fact I will be a lot better 3, 4, 5 years from now. But yeah, I think it's better to start now. And not only me, but even for you, if you like getting into jiu-jitsu, record, and you know, if everyone else around you is cool, just make those videos and just track the time and watch it back like a year or 2 years from now. But anyways, 1 year mark, and I will be making more videos. Hopefully I don't flake and fucking come back once every blue moon. But hey, jiu-jitsu.